Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Alan Simberg. And in today's video, I'm going to talk about managing boredom during recovery. And if you find the information helpful in this video and other videos, I'd appreciate it if you would either like, comment, or subscribe so that can help my algorithm on the channel. And it can also help me fulfill my passion of helping as many people as possible. So let's start with considering what boredom is. I'm guessing that you know what it is based on your experience of it, but I think it would be helpful if you also kept in mind that boredom can feel like an empty space. It's almost like you think to yourself, what do I do? What am I going to do? And the reason for that, most likely, is that when you're active in your addiction, you have a certain pattern. You have a certain pattern of behavior, which includes either drinking alcohol, using drugs, watching pornography, gambling. And that's what you fill the void with when you're active in your addiction. And depending on how long you've been active in your addiction, you form the pattern of whenever you felt bored, that would be one reason that you would either drink alcohol, use drugs, watch pornography, gamble. So it's a question of consciously intending to change that pattern by having a plan when you're feeling bored, or especially when you're starting to feel bored. One of the main reasons why it's really important to have a plan for what you're going to do when you start to feel bored is because that can be a relapse trigger. So you might be thinking, so what do I do? What do I do when I start feeling bored? Well, before you start feeling bored, you have created a set of plans, different plans, because you may not want to do the same thing each time you start to feel bored. So you create things to do. So some examples would be call your sponsor, go to a meeting, do something that you enjoy doing, watch a movie, go to a movie, call a friend, go for a walk, exercise. You need to identify things that you enjoy doing, or maybe new things. Maybe it's something that you haven't done before, and it's something that you think you would enjoy doing. And have that plan handy. Don't have it in a place where you have to go searching for it, because if you're delayed too long in determining what you're going to do, that could then trigger a relapse. And the other part of this is doing something as soon as possible when you're noticing that you're starting to feel bored is really important, because the way it could trigger a relapse is depending on where you are in your recovery journey. You may be tempted very easily to go back to your addiction. So it's important not to let that feeling of boredom, that feeling of emptiness, overly affect you and trigger you to relapse. In my next video, I'm going to be talking about repairing relationships during recovery. And one thing that I want to encourage is don't ever give up. There may be times that you get frustrated. There may be times that you have challenges with your recovery, but don't ever give up. When you're even thinking about giving up, remember how much you've accomplished. Give yourself credit for that, and then focus on doing whatever strategies you've now developed so that you don't give up. Because it's so often that people tend to give up when they're so close to accomplishing more and more of their progress during recovery.